So court has asked 15 million naira to be given to a man who trained a girl in school and the girl refused to marry him. And this was what actually transpired. Now, according to the man, he said that he wants to get married to this girl, and the girl said that he cannot get married to him because she thinks she has fallen out of love with him when she graduated. Now the guy said, okay, he's not going to make this thing forceful. He then took the case to court, and people were laughing at him that how will he take this kind of case to court? Now on the hearing day of this whole judgment, they came before court, and the judge has started asking them questions, and the judge asked the girl, why don't you want to marry this man? And the judge said, why don't you marry this man? The girl said that marriage is not by force, and she doesn't think this is the man she wants to spend the rest of her life with. The judge said, okay, understandable. He asked the man, why do you want to marry this girl? He said he actually liked this girl, and he claimed that since the girl is not willing to go ahead in marrying her, he doesn't want to make any trouble. All he wants from the girl is for her to refund back the money that he spent in training her, and that's why they are here in court. So the judge went further to ask the man that, okay, if you want to train someone in school, it's not a by force something, neither is it a trade by barter something. You did this thing out of your own will. But then, kindly let us know what you actually saw or what you thought about at the initial beginning when you wanted to start training this girl in school. And the man said that when he saw this girl, he wanted to get married to the girl, but they said the girl just finished secondary school, and her father said he cannot give out his daughter's hand in marriage because she just finished secondary school. He actually wants his daughter to finish her institution. And he said, okay, if this is what it is, then I'm willing to train your daughter. Now the judge now looked at the father and said, are you aware that this guy said he's willing to train your daughter so that he can marry your daughter? And guess what? The father said yes. The father said he's not going to force his daughter to get married to the guy. But since the guy was willing, and since the guy he saw the guy as someone who was coming and who was being honest, and he didn't want to give out his daughter for marriage at a very, very young age, he said the guy can go ahead and train the daughter. And the judge said, okay. And the judge looked at the girl and said that, so how are you going to compensate this man right now for training you in school? And the girl looked back at the judge and said, see, there's no way I can compensate this man. After all, we've been having intercourse, right? We've been having man and woman stuff together. And the judge looked at her and said, okay. I looked at the man and said, what do you want? The man said he doesn't want anything. Just give me all the money I spent during the time you were in school, and I'm going to let you go. Simple. To cut the long story short, the judge then looked into the case after all the questionings he has questioned all of them, and told the girl's family that, anyways, in a situation like this, you cannot force anybody to get married to you. But then, you bringing up that the fact that you guys had some bedroom activities as a thing that you want to hold back for not going ahead to marry him, that does not count for anything, because it was consensual and it was mutual according to the law. So there was never a time you say he forced you to do these things. Fine. Now the girl father went and said, okay, since this guy told your father that he wants to get married to you, and your father said that he wants you to go to school, and he then said he's going to send you to school as a promise so that he can get married to you, and your father said yes, he said that means these were two people who were making promises. Now the guy fulfilled his own part of the promise. When your father said yes, your father also owed him a part of his own promise by giving you your hand in marriage to him, because this is a promise. And since your father has said yes, he said this, and he has also confirmed that he told your father he wanted to get married to you before training you in school, meaning that in this place there is now an agreement. And since there is an agreement, it is now a legal term. And since it is a legal term, you will have to compensate him. And everybody was looking in the court very quiet. And the court said that you have to give this young man the sum of 15 million naira. Anyhow you want to pay it, go and search for the money and give the man 15 million naira, and then he will leave you. Or your father will have to give your hand in marriage. And this was the judgment. And guess what? For the first time, brotherhood was actually very proud of him. But before we say that, if this guy is your brother, will you tell him to collect the 15 million naira or let the girl go in peace? My name is Princely, and I say bye for now.